Hey, this is Ralph, and in this video I want to show you how you can customize the color palettes you'll use in PowerPoint, or Word for that matter, so that you can create something a little bit neat and a little bit more custom than what you might get from the defaults. So I have a blank presentation open, nothing fancy on it, and I just picked one of the popular design themes from my design library. Now, when you do that, you do get a set color palette, which makes it easier for you to make consistent color choices on all the slides of your presentation. For instance, if I click on the border of the title box, head back to my home ribbon, and I look at my color choices, I'll see that I've got theme colors right up here at the very top. And then of course, beneath each of those theme colors, it gives me lighter and darker versions of that particular color. And you may be perfectly happy with these colors, but maybe you want to do something a little different. Now your next step might be, okay, fine, I'll just head back over to the design ribbon, and after I choose my design theme, I can head over to the variants. And they give me some slightly different options. So I see, well, there's the blue and the gray one, but I can do a orange and gray. And if I choose that particular design theme, now when I head back over to my home ribbon and I go to my color choices, I'm going to have slightly different color choices up here for my theme colors. And of course, I still have my lighter and darker versions. But what if I want more customization? What if the particular design variants just don't give me the colors that I want? Well, then I can go into the color palette, and there are more color palettes that you can choose, and they will give you slightly different versions of all of these. What if you're still not satisfied? Now you could be thinking, well, come on, how specific do I need to be with colors? Well, if you're creating a presentation for your company, your organization, your school, then perhaps you want to make sure that you're using official colors from your logo and branding into that particular design. Well, you can create your own color palette. So I can head down to Customize Colors, and I can say, hey, this is going to be my company color palette. There we go. And now, once I've given it a name, I can go through and choose very specific colors that I might need to use. Now, of course, it'll be helpful if you happen to have the hex code or RGB color codes for your particular colors, which you can probably get quite easily using a color picker tool. There's a great little color picker tool built into Windows using the Power Toys feature, but those are readily available in a bunch of other areas as well. For instance, I think we can even do it right here. So I could go to, let's say I want to change the text background color, which is currently dark 1. I can click on this, I can head over to more colors, and then I can go to custom, and you'll see that I've got a nice little slide, so I can pick all the colors, I can go to color mode, various things like that, and put in the very specifics. But what if I really want to get some specifics? I'm going to jump over to the web real fast. I'm already signed in over at coolers.co. I use this a lot on web projects to get color palettes, and it gives me a very pleasant color palette. Now I can just hit the space button on my keyboard and I can get some slightly different color palettes. If I see, boy, I really want to keep this bright pear, I'm going to lock that one in. I want to keep this orange one, I'm going to lock that in. And now as I hit my space bar to select new colors, the first two stay locked in, and then it gives me other choices. Okay, I've got a color palette that I want to go with. Now, if I want to add, let's say, this dark purple, I see it gives me a hex code down here. I can click on that, and I've got the hex code right in. I can copy that, back on over to PowerPoint. Now you'll notice when I'm choosing a particular color, it does give me a hex code area. I can just paste that color in, click OK, and now I'm going to have that dark plum. Let me do something that's a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to head back over to Coolers. I'm going to grab this neon pear color. I'm going to grab the hex code. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to head back over to PowerPoint, and let's say this is my accent 1. I'm going to click on that, go to More Colors, and paste that hex code in, click OK. Now I'm going to have that bright pear color in there, and of course I can take time to change other colors as well. I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, I've just added in a few more colors from my Coolers color palette right there, just incorporated those in, and I'm going to go ahead and click Save. So okay, ooh, wow, it's kind of a nice change. So it's changed a few things that didn't exist before, but also now when I click on the title box for this, title placeholder, I can head over to my theme colors, and you'll see that now the theme colors that I have are based on what I've customized it. And of course, I can always head back over to Design, go to Variants, click on the drop down, go to Colors, and I will see my company color palette is now part of my custom palette that I can easily choose from. So as I create different PowerPoint presentations or Word documents, I can now make sure that I'm getting the consistent color palette, which is going to make a nice cohesive series of presentations, reports, and things like that. All right, so pretty easy to do, especially if you're using some resources like a color palette choosing application like coolers.co. And if you made it this far in the video, appreciate your time and talk to you later. Bye.